geometry. Really? Angles? Was it fun for you? Not for me, but Danica McKellar somehow has made it fun for girls to learn math. This is her 4th book of her New York Times bestsellers. This one's called Girls Get Curves. You know, they teach a little bit about math, fashion, and also you can learn how to attract guys, 8 self-esteem boosters, and so much more. She joins us now. But Danica, before we get to the book, I saw you on the Today Show, and I was hoping you could sing just a few notes that you sing to Draco called The Decimals of Pi.
Pi is equal to 3.1415926535897.9. Is that good?
That is excellent. Sugar Plum Fairy?
Yes. I thought that I'm composed. I mean, I'm not really writing the song. I'm not really writing the lyrics or the melody, but I'm putting them together. I'm about 60 digits in so far. I need to get back to that. I need to get to at least 100.
Well, Danica, you're doing a great job. Now, I know Draco turned 2. Congratulations. But why is it important that he learns the quadratic equation?
It's not at all important to teach him right now about the quadratic formula. It's purely my own vanity. Because I think it'd be really fun to get him on tape at some point when he's like 2, 3 years old singing the quadratic formula song. So I sing it to him every now and then. That was Pi, though, that I was just singing. That was Pi. But, you know, anything to music is more fun. And it's the one thing you can't really do in a book is, or I guess you probably can at this point in our technological world. You know, the more fun and silly you can make math, the better. Because math tends to be kind of dry and boring. And so my whole thing in my books is let's make math feel like kindergarten again. So it might not be songs, but it's analogies and stories and things to make things easy to remember.
Well, the one thing about it is, Danica, you've put the word fun into math, and you have changed so many young girls' lives. How does it feel when you hear from them?
I love it. I love it. It never gets old. I get emails, and now I get tweets, because I'm on Twitter all the time, girls saying, you've completely transformed the way I look at math, and I love that. I mean, just telling me that they finally get the math, they finally feel smart, they're doing well, they're getting A's for the first time. That never gets old, ever, 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 and it never will.
Well, Danica, you're such a great role model on and off the set. Now, I know geometry teaches angles, but you also share that it helps with logic.
Oh, yes. Well, the geometry proofs are probably one of the more challenging parts of geometry, as you may recall. I certainly remember in school when I first learned proofs, I was like, wait, but how would you know how to prove it? And it was really fun to teach proofs in this book and make them fun and easy to understand and silly, but also, you know, when you study this stuff, even though you might be teaching it with silly things or learning it with silly things, it's real. It's the real deal. You will learn your geometry proofs and you'll feel great about it. And when you learn logic like that, it helps with logic in every part of life. You become a more logical thinker, and that's really powerful.
Very important. I'm just curious, can you reveal one of the 8 self-esteem boosters in the book?
Gosh, well, staying positive is one thing. And that is just, no matter what is going on in your life, we all have a choice. We have a choice on what we're going to focus on. We do, and you can find the positive in anything. And it's not always fun, but it always feels better than the alternative. And yes, you might be saying, well, what is this doing in a math book? These books, they teach math. They will absolutely increase your grades. You'll feel better about math. You'll have that confidence that comes from feeling smart. But they are truly confidence-boosting books in disguise. They're holistic. I talk about self-esteem. I talk about body image, particularly in this book, because we're dealing with shapes, and geometry has shapes, and so bodies have shapes, and girls are obsessed with their bodies these days. And I think it's really important to teach them not only how to feel confident from feeling smart, but also to have a confident, healthy body image. And that is finding that balance where you're not obsessing about your body, but you're also not being unhealthy. You're choosing truly healthy ways of keeping your body fit and clean.
Well, we love that you help young girls find that balance. Now, I know your dream role is to be a mermaid, so how is this book going to help you get there?
I don't know, but you're absolutely right. That is one of my dream roles, is to be a mermaid somehow, someday in a movie. Although I am in a cartoon that I'm doing, Young Justice. I play Miss Martian, and she is a shapeshifter, so she can take on any form she wants, and she is a mermaid in an episode or two. So that's kind of cool. But I want to actually put the mermaid tail on myself. So live action, please, mermaid role.
Well, no doubt about it. You would make one great mermaid. I hope that role comes to fruition. Thank you so much for this book, and continued success.
Thank you so much for having me. Great to talk to you again.